Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and my plan for this evening, it's the start of a long weekend, but I thought I would do some little more of Alexplorer moving through the Burning Crusade expansion. Now, there's a few things I could do tonight with this one, because I do want to finish Nagrand. I remember that is a thing. But there's also the dungeon I didn't finish in Chene Crypts, which I did pick up the quest for while exploring Nagrand, which is back in Terrakar Forest, which I haven't done. So I could go do our Chene Crypts. And that first congratulations is always incredibly loud. So I'm in the Shattrath City Bank. Now, there is a mailbox here somewhere. See, it's up the... Oh, there's a couple up the bank back here. Hey, Butterfly. So let's open all of these... auctions. Got me another 766 gold. There's a few things here I could sell.
Arcanon Poros.
I don't mind trying to just sell this. I should probably just try and send it to... my selling mule rather than trying to sell it from here, but this is what I got. There's a few things here to sell. I might sell those later. What I will try and sell though is the 6 of portals, although that's not worth that much. So let's just try and put up for 12 gold. I don't care. What's it worth at the auction house? What's it worth to vendor? Almost nothing. Let's try and put this up, see what happens.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Okay. So I do have a bunch of quests. Goblin Commoner. It's time for Brewfest. So Brewfest is running at the moment. Okay, well that's a thing. But I do think that's not what I'm doing on this toon. I think I want to go back and try and do some more in Nagrand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back to the top of Eldor Rise. And I'm going to enter Nagrand through here. So this is Eldor Rise, and I'll switch to my Grand Mount. And then let's enter Nagrand. I've had... been a weird couple of weeks, I have to say. Has it been a good couple of weeks? Not really. But I'm okay. So there's some quests ahead in at Talar. I probably should have just flown to Talar, but I didn't. Let's ride to Talar. Refamiliarize myself with the landscape as if I have not spent hundreds of hours in Nagrand in the past. Although that was all flying. Well, I hope it goes well, Butterfly. There's definitely been some puzzle shenanigans, but I don't want to focus on puzzles for a while. So, did my eyes deceive me? What was this quest? Do my eyes deceive me? The Demise deceived at a ogre hunting party. Oh, that was to go to the camp and get the drop. Okay.
Blessings upon you.
By the light, their penmanship is atrocious. From what I can gather, they're either planning to eat the blueskins and take their village, or bake blueberry pie. It really could go either way. We must get to the bottom of this, and I'm using the wrong accent again.
Remain vigilant.
The battle the battle plans were written up by an ogre lieutenant. His name is either Dump or Lump. Bintook turns the parchment sideways and cocks her head. It could also be Billy. Anyhow, I think you should go back over there and have a word with Billy or Lump or Dumpy or whatever. Try to approach him diplomatically. If that doesn't work, try using some muscle. Huntress Biltook at Talar in Nagran wants you to speak to the Lump, then return to Huntress Bintook when you have gathered the information that she requested.
What?
Ah, lots of quests to hand in here.
You come back.
The crone has been slain. This is wonderful news, Alexplorer. Here is your reward.
So long. Go on then.
This is a great victory for the people of Talar. Well done, Alexplorer.
See you.
Well, Alexplorer, are you all talk or do you have something to show me?
Luck to you.
You're starting to prove your worth as an ally and combatant. Keep up the good work.
Peace for you. Luck to you.
You have destroyed 2 of the biggest threats in Nagland, Alexplorer. Are you ready to take on the scourge of the spirit fields? Dern the Hungerer lords over the area surrounding Ashugan, decimating all in his path. Thus far, none have been able to rid Nagland of this ferocious crone. Venture to the spirit fields west of here, take down Dern, slay him, and I assure you rewards commensurate with the difficulty of the task at hand. Slay Dern the Hungerer, return to Warden Mobuf Jill if you manage to complete this task.
Go on then.
And more war beads, which I can't do because I don't have more war beads. If I remember correctly, that was a quest to go into Blade's Edge Mountains.
Hello, stranger.
Corky's gone missing again. Thank you so much, Alexplorer. His mother will deal with him from now on. This gets me a strength trinket with an on-use effect. I don't care. Acheron shows you a grime-covered letter. I just received this letter. It's from a clan of ogres known as Warmall that rule the northwestern lands of Nagland. It says that they have Corky, and if we don't cooperate, they're going to eat him. Admittedly, Corky is a moron, but he's still my blood. Will you rescue him, Alexplorer? I presume that he's locked up in a cage somewhere on Warmall Hill. That should be your first stop.
Congratulations.
Area 52, not yet, and Wildhammer Stronghold, not yet. Okay. So let's go back and try and interrogate Lump. Am I getting it dismounted running through the building? No. So many quests. Any fell iron, any fell iron, any fell iron.
It's too far away.
Okay. No, I had to subdue him. What do you mean to lump? What do you mean to lump? Lung hungry, that's all. Okay, Lump tell you anything you want. Why are Boulderfist out this far? You know what, this is Kurenai territory. Boulderfist hungry, need food. One more ogre tribe kick Boulderfist out of the mound to north. Many more Boulderfist to feed now. And you think you can just eat anything you want? You're obviously trying to eat the broken of Talar. That's not true. Me just want to nibble. I don't eat all. Okay, maybe I eat the little ones. They so delicious. This means war, Lump. War, I say. You bring the water to Boulderfist. We put in the stew. Thanks, Lump. I suppose you realize this means war. So I had a really nice night with Maggie tonight. We had a very nice pizza for dinner. I have leftovers.
Greetings, friend.
Oh my, this is a small scouting and hunting party. You must tell Momo what you have discovered.
Seek the path.
You must seek out Momo immediately. You will find him in the center of Talar, by the fountain. Tell him exactly what the ogre told you.
Congratulations. Traveled by few.
Must not.
Momo looks perplexed. So a new tribe of ogres is forcing the Boulderfist further and further south. This is quite troubling. We must first deal with the situation closest to home. These ogre hunting parties are a precursor to invasion. We must strike at them before they have a chance to amass an army big enough to take over our town. You're going to need to get your hands dirty, human. The largest collection of Boulderfist in this region can be found at the Burning Crusade ruins, almost directly east of Talar, near the border of Telekar. Go there and show the Boulderfist that Talar will not bend to their will. I want you to kill 8 Boulderfist Crushers and 8 Boulderfist Mystics. I can do that. And what's Lukur? Is that a battle pit master?
We survive.
No, it's the defeat in 10 enemy players. Yeah, it's not going to happen. We spoke about what the next I do want to make a note here. Pick up quest in Talar, in Nagrand, and the same for Shadow Moon Valley. Pick up quest in Nagrand. Okay. We did have a chat about what the next Sudoku takeout pack will be. There is a new, I said I wasn't going to talk about puzzles. There's a new Sudoku takeout pack that will be released in about 40 hours. It's all queued up. It will all happen. And then the videos will start coming out in about 48 hours. Yeah, a little over 40 hours until the pack is released, and a little over 48 hours until the videos start coming out. And then so that will be pack 4, and we had a bit of a chat about what pack 5 is likely to be, and I think we've agreed on what pack 5 is going to be. I spoke to Maggie about some constraint ideas I've had, and she was like, oh, this looks interesting, so we'll have to see how this goes. So, Ruins of the Burning Blade, that's the one we're doing. Need to get a lot more crushers. The pack that's being released in a couple of days is possibly it is definitely the hardest Sudoku takeout pack we've done so far. But it was developed basically at the same time as we developed the Transverse Sudoku. They are thematically linked. That's what the videos will be for, Keith. I think most of them I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say what people will and won't be able to do. I don't know where the entrance to this ogre thing is. It's possible I had to come in from below and I just didn't see the path up. It's possible, isn't it? Because I don't seem to be able to get up this way. Yeah, it looks like I've come the wrong way. Can I get through here? Nope. Ah, yeah, here's the ramp up. See, this is what I get for not paying attention.
Congratulations. So I think we've got the constraints locked in for the next 2 packs, actually. But, yeah. I hope people enjoy the Sudoku takeout packs.
Light.
Excellent. Did you happen to locate this Lantressa creature that the stupid one's letter mentioned? We're glad. We must press on. I've gotten reports of more ogre activity that must be dealt with at once. You made a strong showing, Alexplorer. Are you ready for more? I have received reports of a large contingent of boulder-fist ogres hidden in the twin clefts of Nagrand, northwest of here in the Halani Basin. Venture forth to the clefts and deal with the remaining boulder-fist ogres. More, the breaker at Talar in Nagrand has asked that you slay 10 boulder-fist warriors and 10 boulder-fist mages. Okay, that's just north of here, so we can try for that. Let's... So the next one is a constraint that I think people are less familiar with, the one that's coming out in a couple of days, and the hope is that it will be a pack that will help people learn it. I mean, it's not like a brand new constraint. It's not one that people will have never seen before. There's a cave down there, apparently. Don't know where that cave is. Oh, it's that thing. Okay. So I need to get down there. Okay. Much easier when you can fly. If you can't fly, you go this way. No, I don't really know how many packs are downloaded. I think it's only maybe sort of a couple of dozen. Like, for example, before the videos are released, the puzzles only really get maybe 10 to 12 solves. And then when the videos come out, those numbers jump into the hundreds. Interesting, that didn't show up in my loot window. Why is the adamantite ore not showing up in the loot window? That's very strange. So when I'm mining, the adamantite ore is not showing up here in the loot window, which it used to. So something very strange is going on there. I don't know why that would be. I don't think there's a filter on this. I don't know what's going on there. The fellweed's showing up.
Congratulations.
Let's go for the adamantite deposit over there. And it's showing up now. Very weird. Okay, so let's go do some more quests. I possibly should go do these ones. So let's head... no, let's go do these. Let's go do Dern the Hungerer. What else do I have to do this? Dern the Hungerer, Horn of Banthar, so I need to kill Dern the Hungerer and Banthar, and a bunch of Gron eyeballs and stuff. Well, there's Enraged Crusher Cores. There's Banthar. These used to be quite tricky. I vaguely remember these used to be quite tricky. Won't be now. At least not for me.
Congratulations.
Dern the Hungerer is a big Gron, which I also vaguely remember being tricky to kill. Used to have to get a friend, at least one friend to help. Then again, I was playing yeah, it used to be one of those quests where you get a friend to help. What's the other quest we're doing? Enraged Crusher Cores. Aged Clefthoof Blubber. Well, there's aged Clefthoofs. Kill them for their blubber.
I need to get closer.
Hey Kitten Swarm, welcome back. I don't remember if you joined for any of the Cyberpunk streams. It was touch and go whether I'd play this or Cyberpunk tonight, I have to say. There's the aged Clefthoof Blubber. Now I'm just looking for Dern the Hungerer. There'll be a big Gron somewhere. I vaguely remember a quest to come over here, but don't have one now. And there will be a quest to kill void spawns, but I definitely don't have it yet. The other thing is you've got this big Shogun location, which I don't remember is actually used for anything. Already killed Banthar, I think. Yep. No Dern the Hungerer. It's a little bit weird, really? Oh, I need to summon my pet. I just realized I don't have my ethereal trader out. Because I'm trying to get all of the ethereal credits to summon all of the bits. Or to buy all of the bits. So over the long weekend, my plan is to finish the No Man's Sky expedition. How am I not seeing Dern the Hungerer? This is crazy. I'm here alone. How could he not be up? Oh, we'll come back another time.
Out of range.
No, just lots of battle pets. So I've been doing a lot of battle pets on other off stream. I've been doing a little bit of WoW stuff, not on stream. So I've been doing some of those island invasions and stuff. I haven't done any of the main quests, not on stream. But where it's just been island invasions or world quests, I've been doing those not on stream. Dern the Hungerer, decimating the path, blah, blah, blah. Venture the spirit fields west of here and track down Dern. I don't know how to get Dern to spawn. I'm glad you do, Eric. I've recently been recording some World Puzzle Federation puzzles that I hate. Graxi. The presence of rogue ethereals in this area might amuse Kezi, who sees nothing but opportunity wherever we go. But it's true threat to the security of our operations. Their leader, Gavaxi, is a dangerous criminal, and I've made it my top priority to see to it that he is neutralized. If you are looking to make yourself useful, go and take care of Gavaxi. I will see to it that you are rewarded properly. Slay Gavaxi near Ashugan. Okay? Gezi chose to base our operations as close to a Shogun as possible without any regard for the safety of our crew. Why? Because he projected a 10% increase in productivity by setting up shop here instead of in the mountains to the south. Never mind the crazed voidspawn wandering all of 10 feet away from us. That would be the security officer's problem, not Gezi's. Kill some voidspawn for me, and I'll pay you 1/10 of our security budget. Don't get excited. It's not much of a budget. The consortium is well known for taking good care of its friends. At the beginning of each month, I'll have some gems ready for you as payment for your services. The quality of the gems you get will depend on how loyal you've been to us. Here's hoping you do the smart thing and stay with us. So, crap gems. All of this waiting around for a Shogun to be ready for digging is eating into our profits, Alexplorer. Fortunately, I've devised an alternative source of income. The ogres of Nagaland wear war beads made of obsidian, a mineral that commands a hefty price in many other worlds. Zered already has had to take care of a few of the brutes as a matter of security. Think of the war beads as an added bonus, or better yet, don't think about it too much and just bring them to me.
Congratulations.
So I can bring war beads to see either here, so I can get war beads, get rep with either the consortium or with the Kurenai for handing in war beads. Okay. And here's the consortium quartermaster. Illusion. Do I already have that? Illusion Executioner. So if I summon this...
I have just the thing, Wanderer.
Cannot be this weapon appearance cannot be transmogrified with a chance. But if I was to do something like this and then go here, do I have Executioner? Apparently not.
Good fortune to all friends of the Grummels.
Now I need Durn the Hunger of Voidspawn and Gravaxi. Pretty good one, Chip.
Congratulations.
There's Dern the Hungerer.
Congratulations.
Got him. And there's Gravaxi.
Congratulations.
Well, that went well. It takes a special type of puzzle construction to make a puzzle in a constraint that I really like when I really don't like the puzzle. It's like, wow. You bring a smile to my face, Alexplorer, or you would, rather, if I had a face. Keep it up and you and I are going to be best friends. Sorry, I missed the other quest. That was bad of me. Okay, there's an available quest called Merkblood Invaders here, but I'm not seeing it, so I don't know what's going on. Mountain Gron Eyeball and Flawless Windrock. Something weird is going on, isn't it? Hoof of Bucklaw. So I've got to find Bucklaw as well. There's a mountain grunt. What? No, what? Okay, I have no idea what that was. The line was, I see twisted earth, and so I was wanting to see what the dialogue option was, and it puts me on a flying mount. Great. Okay, that was not very clear what it was doing, was it? So I think it's flying me up to Twilight Ridge, which you can only get to by flying. But how do I get back down? I mean, I could fly under my own steam, sure, but... I don't have a quest for up here. I bet he was going to give me a quest. Or something. No, it's just doing a survey. I have no idea what's going on here. I bet it was a quest to do this survey, but because it was like, what is this dialogue option of I see twisted metal and something? Okay. Sometimes the game is not very friendly. See, I see twisted seal and smell sundered earth. I was wondering what the dialogue option was. It puts me on the flying thing. Great. Does my appearance startle you? Do you know what I am? You're a demon hunter. To be my eyes will require some diligence on your part. Nathrandamus will take you through the Legion camps, but you must catalogue everything that you see. Even the smallest detail that you may think to be inconsequential could be useful for our purposes. Primarily, I want you to note what structures are in the camps and what comprises the camp's defences. Nathrandamus is ready when you are, Alexplorer. Do not be afraid. He will keep you safe from harm. And it said to speak to him when I'm ready, but it automatically put me on the... Wow. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit broken, isn't it? It's a little bit broken.
Congratulations.
Excellent work, Alexplorer. We now have a point from which we can plan our counterattack. As long as the transporters stand, nothing we do to the forge camps will have any permanence. We must find a way to destroy the Legion structures. I need time to devise a plan of attack. If you can keep their engineers and tinkerers busy, it would greatly slow down their progress, buying me the time I need. Ultras the Sufferer in Western Negrain has asked that you kill 2 Filgard Legionnaires, 3 Moag Engineers, and 8 Gunarg Tinkerers. I can try and do that. And I need one Felguard Legionnaire from somewhere. Maybe the other camp? There's a mountain gron. Oh, I've got the mountain gron eyeball. I don't need the mountain gron. There's a Felguard Legionnaire. Boom!
Congratulations.
It is as I suspected. There are no conventional means of destroying Feldsteel. All is not lost, however. All forge cans have a master planner. The master planner dictates what types of structures are present at a forge camp and how each structure is situated. Moreover, this information is kept on a set of blueprints that the planner carries around on their person. We need the master planner's blueprints. Armed with such exacting information, we can persuade an acquaintance of mine to lend some assistance. Find the Moag master planner and take his blueprints. He will be stationed behind the forges. Hello everyone who's watching. I hope you're enjoying this tour through the quests of Negret.
Congratulations.
And he dropped the Braces of Recklessness. Neat. They look kind of cool. Do I want to use them, I suppose, is a question. Probably not. That is a broken living cyclone. I've avoided the overseas. My acquaintance will hopefully know a way to destroy the camps. He was a Legion engineer, after all. Take the blueprints and travel to Shatrith City in the Terakar Forest. Once at Shatrith, go to the lower city and look for a Moag by the name of Sel Salabim. He'll probably be at the bar drinking away his sorrows. By the way, you may need to convince him to lend his assistance. Try to approach him with patience and understanding. If that doesn't work, use your fists. Let's see if I can find the Hoof of Backlaw. Not looking like a thing, is it? But I do need to find a flawless greater windrock beak.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
There it is.
Congratulations.
Nice one, Keith. So I'm after purify scavengers, raiders, and I need to burn their villagers' corpses. I'm assuming that's just not burning these. I need to find specific corpses. Burning the corpses is this one. On top of the siege at Tiller, I want you to use the Torch of Liquid Fire to destroy 10 Sudbury village corpses. Catastrophe of epic proportions. The foul Merkblood have sacked the Orc village at Sunspring Post, northwest of here, and murdered its residents. They've begun dumping the bodies into Sunspring Lake. Okay, so the corpses are in the lake. Okay, that's unpleasant.
Far away. Congratulations. I need a target.
Need a couple more putrefiers. Well, there's a putrefier. There's a putrefier.
Congratulations.
Oh, this is going to be a slow quest, isn't it? Because this has a 10-second cooldown. I'm going to go for that rich adamantite deposit because that should be a point. Lots of places are named after horrific things. That's the way people work.
Congratulations.
I mean, the Great Plague was a long time ago. Unless those corpses were radioactive, I can't imagine the water there is still a problem unless, you know, something else is going on. There's Bucklaw.
Congratulations.
There's an available quest in Sunspring Post. Okay, let's try and grab that. There are lots of reasons to pick on someone. That is not one of them. I would have been killed had you not come along, stranger. They would have already murdered so many Kurenai in their search for a lost relic. What they seek is the totem of Kardash. What they think that we would know, why they think we would know anything about this totem, I cannot understand. Is a totem not an orcish implement by nature? This information must be taken back to Acheron. Perhaps he knows why Merkblood are kidnapping Kurenai and torturing them for information regarding an orcish device. Let's go before more come. How far do I have to escort him? Out of Sunstring Post. Okay, no problem. Probably. Maybe. I mean, you think about it, the Thames basically used to be a river of sewage, and not that long ago. Like 150 years ago, the Thames was a river of sewage, so... where do you think you're going? Kill them all. Up ahead, there's the road to Talar. We will split up when we reach the fork, as they will surely send more Merkblood after us. Hopefully one of us makes it back to a Talar alive. Okay, freedom. Farewell, stranger. Your heroics will be remembered by my people. Now, hurry to Talar. Sure, just a quick detour first. I don't know why Merkblood Invaders quest isn't going anywhere. So let's come up here and try get the Eye of Gut Ripper. Lots of people watching. Hello, everyone. How many of you are WoW players? How many of you remember Nagrand from when Burning Crusade was new? How many of you remember Nagrand fondly? How many of you remember Nagrand not fondly? I remember Gut Ripper was up, but it's hard to look up. I could be wrong that Gut Ripper is up. There's Gut Ripper. You used to have...
Out of range.
Back in the day, you used to have to make this a careful pull. But I don't care how many mobs I get now.
Congratulations.
So, how do I get up there for Corky's ransom? Looks like through here, doesn't it?
I need to get closer.
And if any of you are Diablo 4 players, I will remind you that there's currently, because of the start of Diablo 4 Season 10, which I probably will not be playing, there's too many other games I want to play, that there is, because I never finished Season 9, as many of you may remember, but the start of Season 10, there are Twitch drops currently going on. So I am so desperate for your stream views that if you... Ooh, Draenei Honor Guard Shield. Nice. That if you are a Diablo player, you might want to consider going and getting your Twitch drops from a different streamer, because I don't stream on Twitch and I'm not streaming Diablo 4. Just trying to make sure that everyone is happy. So Corky's thing is further down, so I've come up to this upper level when I possibly shouldn't have. And now I've got to remember how to get down over there. Okay.
Congratulations.
So I would prefer a bunch of you to leave and go, holy cow, I want to get my Twitch drops and actually be happy, than for you to stay here and then in a couple of days' time go, oh man, I forgot about the Twitch drops. Okay, so where is the Corky thing? Is he in the cave? Exploration, because I don't remember. This is fun. This is fun, right? This is the fun bit. Doesn't look like it's in this cave, does it? This cave doesn't go that deep. Oh no, yes it does.
What you need, stranger?
They've got me locked up good this time, Alexplorer. The Warmore King, Cho-War, has the key.
You come back.
They call him Cho-War the Pillager, Alexplorer. He's the ogre that forced the Gron that forced out the Gron that used to rule over these ogres. You better believe he's powerful. The chief says that Cho-War lives in a big cave, wherever that may be. Get that key and get me out of here. If we live through this, my father will no doubt give you the big reward. As soon as I'm free, seek him out.
Locked.
You mean that's the big cave? This is a big... Oh, I vaguely remember this. Vaguely? Because it's one of the unique caves. There's no other cave quite like this one. It's not often you get a structure like this, which is unique. Oh, that's right. This is the multi... Right. I vaguely remember this. This was way easy if you could fly, because what you would do... Yeah. Because you'd get to here, and you fight your way along here, which is down looking over Zangarmarsh. And it gives you this good feeling of the three-dimensionality of the world. And then there's this other cave here. Yeah, this double layer cave thing. I remember. It's been 15 years since I've done this. And this is back into the cave, but in a different level. Ah, yeah, I like this. This is definitely a stroll down memory lane. There's Chowar the Pillager. Which, if I remember correctly, was actually quite a tough little fight. Yeah, you can see there, it's a tough little, it would have been a tough little fight. Because I can two-shot dungeon bosses. So you have to do this with a friend quite often. Yeah, good stuff. Oops. I've got an elephant as a pet, I'm sure. I don't know what happened to my ethereal trader. There's my elephant as a pet. That counts, doesn't it? I don't have trunks. Anyway, I want my trader back. Because I need to collect a lot of these. Come on, Mr. Soul Trader. I have to do this a lot more. I'm hoping that I can complete all of the Soul Trader stuff by the time I end this expansion. Should be able to. Yeah, well, I've got nearly 1,000 pets. There was a thing called Super Squirt Day last week, about a week ago. And I spent several hours leveling pets during Super Squirt Day, because that's what you do during Super Squirt Day. Basically, there's one day every 2 weeks, I think it is, that your battle pets level up with 100% bonus XP. And then there's a day every so often. It might, no, there's a day every so often where your battle pets have double XP. It might be like every 13 days or every 3 weeks or something. And then there's a day every couple of weeks where there's a battle master where you can do repeated pet battles, which is actually quite rewarding. So when there's a pet battle master up called Squirt, you can just do those pet battles over and over. But when you Squirt is up and you have the bonus XP, it's called Super Squirt Day, because you can fight Squirt over and over, but you're also getting 100% bonus XP for your battle pets. And it doesn't come up very often, but there was one about a week ago.
Congratulations.
Bella's nearly 2,000 pets. I was basically watching documentaries while it was going on Butterfly, because it's really push a couple of buttons over and over and over. So realistically, I was just watching documentaries while it was happening. Let's look up how many pets Felinae has. So we go to Zufu's Pet Battle Guide and we go to Collection Viewer. And we pick Amanthul, which is our realm. And we put in Felinae. Felinae has... It's not telling me. Why is it not telling me? Let's try and reload that page. It's not showing me for some reason. Huh. Felinae has 2,175 pets. 1,883 of them are unique. So she's got 1,883 unique pets, but she has 292 duplicates. Of those, all but 42 of them are maximum level. So, yeah. Felinae is insane when it comes to pet collecting. I'm not going to worry about that adamantine. There will be more later. Let's get out of here. So what other quests are there? I really should go hand in. Oh, hello, Avon. Goodbye, Avon. Let's head in by hearthing. Hello, Avon. You don't want to come over here? Okay. So, patience and understanding. Let's check Lower City and look for a Moarg named Celebim. He'll probably be in the bar drinking. Okay.
Warm wishes to you.
Actually, before I talk to him, let's do some selling.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Be well.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't think I care about this either. I'm going to get rid of that for now. Oh, hang on. No, so let's make this a quest item. It's an unknown quest item. Okay, let's do that. And then let's do some selling.
Open your heart to the light.
So, selling. I should get rid of a bunch of this sort of stuff. But let's try and sell some motes of air. I don't want to sell them for 50. Let's try 40. Motes of earth.
Remember
Let's try
the
this.
lessons of the past. May the light embrace you.
Yeah, let's try those for 750. I'll do this. That looks a bit low, but that's fine. Mote of life. I don't want to sell them for 9. Let's try 8. Motes of shadow. Let's try 4. Bellweed. Let's try 3. Dreaming Glory. Let's try 325. Bell Lotus. Let's just try 5. Do I care about these? No. No, probably not. Probably the same there. Let's try 12. This one, I'm going to try these at 15. That's still a huge amount of money. Let's try those at 75. I still think they won't sell. That one maybe. Let's try that one at 25. Really? No. Let's stick with that for now. And the Primal Earth sold. Very strange. Okay, so now we want to go down to... There are a lot of quests in this game that are references to stuff. So which bar am I heading towards? That's not the bar. Belsabim growls at you, then go back to drinking his frothy beverage.
Congratulations.
Demonic. Ik Sadon. Calm down, bright eyes. Belsabim will help. This Belsabim design points to the architecture and formations on the blueprints. Look at towers. Demon hunter no can see. Yes, poor Altrius. He cry if he had eyes. Yes, yes. Belsabim help. But first, you help Belsabim. These creatures owe Belsabim golds. Many golds. Go collect for Belsabim and come back. They no go give you Belsabim gold easy. Have to fight. But you strong. You defeat Belsabim. Recover relics debt, Kush's debt, and Floon's debt. There's someone here called Relic. Oh, Relic the Drunk. I have been sent by Belsabim. What you want? I've been sent by Belsabim to collect a debt that you owe. Pay up or I'm going to have to hurt you. I hurt him. Where do I get the others? Interesting. North of town. Okay, let's go north of town. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Superman! Keep forgetting it's not Friday because tomorrow is a public holiday here. Been sent by Sedel Salabim to collect a debt that you owe. Pay up, or I'm going to have to hurt you. Alexplorer Paladin. My name is Alexplorer Paladin. So there's a couple of things coming up in the World of Warcraft front. One of them is a thing called Legion Remix. Which is apparently the Legion expansion done at an accelerated pace, where your characters can get powered up and powered up and powered up to the point where you can effectively solo everything. At least that's the point. And everything is sped up to the point where, and they'll be releasing the content in like weekly phases. But the whole point is it's a bit like Diablo, but imagine an entire WoW expansion done like a Diablo season. They did one a year or so ago for the Mists of Pandaria expansion, but I wasn't playing World of Warcraft at the time. Felinae did it, but I didn't even know it was a thing because she wasn't talking to me about WoW because I wasn't playing it, and that's fine. I mean, it's possible she did talk to me about it, but I wasn't interested because I wasn't playing WoW at the time. But I'm trying to decide if I want to do the Legion remix, and I think I probably do, because it'll be interesting. The thing is, because it's designed for speed, the question will be, do I want to do it where I read out all the quests and everything, the way I do this? And I don't know, because that will slow everything down, and it's designed for speed. So, yeah, I'm a little uncertain about whether I just push through for speed and then try and do all the quests later on Alexplorer when Alex gets that far. Yeah, I'm really not sure. He wants his golds? Pay up or die. Are you serious? He's already killed me. What more could he want? He wants his golds. Pay up or die. Again. There's Flynn's debt. So I'll probably just play through the Legion remix. Although there's so many really cool quests in Legion. But considering it's gated with so much time limitation and everything, and I won't be able to like take my time to do it like this, where I'm taking, months to do an expansion. I really don't know. Yeah.
Do not loiter. Salama Ashalinore.
The reckoning is at hand.
Now, deal is deal, but when Salsabim tell you, you not be mad, yes? Points to the blueprint. You see where fell cannons are? You turn fell cannon around and use it on structures. Wait, don't be mad. One thing you not know. Overseers have key to turn cannons. You need key first. One from each overseer. Not so easy, eh? Take information back to Ultruis.
Congratulations.
All of these quests. Actually, I'll use flying here. I could use the Griffin Master here to fly back to Talar, but I want to go via the Nessingwary expedition. So I'll fly within Shatrith. Legion was a really good expansion. Legion has one of the best zones ever in World of Warcraft in it. But it's also got some stuff in it that was not great, but apparently that they're changing the way it works so it won't be quite so bad. You won't have, like, there were some elements in it where it's like, do this over and over and over and over and over. And apparently they're changing it so you'll do it like once or twice, which will be okay, I hope.
Be good.
A warm fire and a man at your side for idle chit-chat is something you can get at home. Here we hunt big game or die trying.
Safe travels.
You did it. You took down Banthar. I never had a doubt, Alexplorer. Someone else is here. Here, I think you've more than earned this.
See you soon.
Well met.
Have you faced Gut Ripper yet?
Go in peace.
Her eye looks as if it's still alive. Do you think that she can still see into your soul? Alexplorer, you can now count yourself as one of the elite safari hunters. You are another step closer to stalking the ultimate prey of this land, Tusker. You've earned the right to have this. May it serve you well.
What can I do for you?
You have the hoof.
Be careful.
Wow, you did it. That's really Backlaw's hoof. I'm starting to feel much better, it would seem. Here, let me give you something in celebration of your proven hunting prowess.
Go with honor, friend.
No. Keep your feet on the
The
ground.
queen of all that dwell in Nagland is known as Tusker. She's a giant elk, the likes of which you won't see anywhere else. You're right to be fearful of that name. Backlaw, Gut Ripper, and Banter are nothing when compared to her. It's said that she can be found on a huge bluff far to the southwest, overlooking Ashugan. Bring me her massive heart if you dare. Do you want to leave a letter with me so that I can have it delivered to your next of kin in the likely event you don't return?
Be good.
It's going to be a long time before I'm looking at new puzzles for the channel. I've got to finish... So everything is scheduled on the channel up until the middle of October. I'm taking a bit of a break. I've got to finish the XSum files pack. That I started recording back in July, and I haven't finished it, so I need to finish that for all the people who created those puzzles for me. I need to... I've been just sent a second half of a series from a while ago, though I do need to reach out and hopefully will be able to...
It's too far away.
Get something from an external party before I can do that. So I need to do those. So when I return, the next series of puzzles as features is going to be the second part of that series. Then I've got a couple of stuff I need to do. I need to do the XSums files. It's just, man, my backlog is mad. And honestly, it's been stressing me out. And I've been sick, which is why I'm taking a break. I just need to take a break. I mean, you may notice I haven't been even streaming video games for a while, and it's because I just haven't had the energy. Like, I played some Cyberpunk. I'd never killed Goretooth before. Bloody rare. So there's a few more I need to get. There's 4 more rares I get to get the bloody rare achievement. That's the theme of the pack. But it's XSums, but yes, we've set it to the theme of the X-Files, yes. But it's XSums.
Another day.
Agitated Spirits of Sky Song. Which quest was this? Negran, Agitated Water Spirits of Sky Song Lake. Yeah, it's the one we just did. Okay. Elementus Loab kneels in the water and says a prayer. The earthen ring takes no pride in what was done. We do what we must to heal the land. The wretched lost ones, herefore too banished through the swamps of Zangamash, are seeking to spread their filth to other parts of our world. I have sought the wisdom of the Furies and gained their blessing. To stop the source, we must unleash the elements upon them. I give you living fire. Plucked from the very essence of Insandrius himself, travel to Windy Reed village southeast of here and unleash the living fire upon their huts. Let them see the fury of the elements. Elemental will slow up at the throne of elements in Negre once you destroy the large hut, the western hut, the southern hut, and the eastern hut at Windy Reed village.
Light.
You saw them controlling the elements. Yep. The wind bent to their will. Morg is lost in thought for a moment. This is troubling, Alexplorer. I must consult with the others. We thank you for your efforts, Alexplorer. Perhaps you should return to your village and see if they have any other information about the Merkbloods and their nefarious goals.
Peace for you.
Let's try and get the enraged crusher cores while I'm here. Season 3 was the best season of X-Files. I think it was season 3. I mean, how many people here have watched X-Files more than once? I'm doing a very slow rewatch through at the moment. Yeah, me too, Butterfly. The X-Files was possibly one of the first fandoms that Felinae and I fully shared. We watched a lot of X-Files early on in our relationship because it had just started coming out. I think it was season 2 had just started when we started dating. Something like that. I still enjoyed it, but there are some brilliant X-Files episodes. War of the Cacophages, Clive Bruckman's Final Repose. Both of those are some of the best television ever done. War of the Cacophages is just stunningly good. And we still quote War of the Cacophages in this house. Not as often as we used to, because it's been probably a decade since we watched it together. Who's dead now? Her name is Bambi? Yeah, Clive Bruckman's Final Repose, such a good episode. And they mess around with some of the ramifications of a throwaway joke in that episode all the way through the entire show and the movies. So there's a throwaway joke in that episode that gets used all the way through the show. It's beautiful. Gordog eats this rock. Gordog finds a serper. Bring rock. Gordog spits out the shoot up rock, pelting you with a hail of rubble. Poison! These rocks are not Nagrand. These rocks are from poison. You destroy poison rock. You find a serper. Gordog breaks off a piece of the ebon rock from his back. You are granted a piece of the fury of the earth. Take the boulder of Gordog and hurl it at the poison rock. Shatter their shells to discover the truth. Destroy the minions of the usurper and return to Gordog with the name. You find the shattered elements at the edge of the world, southwest. Hello, Warriors Clips. How are you? Kelisari. Don't remember that one by name. Is that the ship? There are a couple of good ship episodes. I'm trying to remember which one the Kelisari was. It's been a long time, Chip. I'm doing okay. I don't know if you've seen other streams that I've done of this or if you've been watching, but I'm really enjoying this type of playthrough. So Alexplorer is this character, which I created a couple of months ago, is the character that has got me back into playing World of Warcraft. And I've played through all of the classic zones playing the story, and now I'm playing through Outland. And I'm not flying, not like strictly I cannot fly, but I'm not flying to quest. I'm riding around to quest. I will fly, like within Shatrith I'm flying and stuff like that. or if things get a bit weird, I'll fly to get out of a hole, or if there's something a bit weird. Or, you know, it's like one of those jumping puzzles. It's like, nope, I am just flying to get through that. But I'm just playing through the story and having a lot of fun doing it. That sounds familiar, Chip. I'm trying to remember the details of it. Oh, yeah. That's the one with the men in black. They keep writing it. Is that the one with the geeks in it? Is that one? The quote from that one is, I didn't spend 15 years playing Dungeons and Dragons without learning a little thing about courage. Is that from the Kalasari? Paladin and I, at the time that one came out, if that's the episode, it might be a different one. Phil and I were involved in at least 3 Dungeons and Dragons campaigns at that time, and it was like,
Congratulations.
I'm trying to remember if that's the episode or not. I'm probably wrong. There's so many good, weird episodes. Because wasn't that the episode with the psychic guy as well? Man, that episode... or was that... No, that was Clive Bruckman's Final Repose, the one with the psychic guy. Yeah, it's all over the place. Remembering episodes by name, except for things like maybe War of the Cacophages or Clive Bruckman's Final Repose, because those 2 episodes are masterpieces.
Live another day.
But Wusan was able to shred the stink of corruption, but in doing so created a twisted spirit essence. A spirit essence composed of the vilest corruption found amongst the elements. You will find this polluted spirit of the swamp southwest of here, hidden in the depths of Lake Sunspring. Find and destroy the polluted essence of Watusan and any corrupt offspring that it may have created. Elementus Lope at the Throne of Elements in Nagran wants you to destroy Watusan's polluted essence and 8 lake surges.
The Blessing Way, that was one of the season finales, if I remember correctly. Yes, another very good episode. I mean, there were so many good episodes early on. But War of the Cacophages is such a good episode. if anyone asks me, it's like, you know, what is just the best episode of X-Files? It is absolutely the War of Cacophages. That episode, it's just, that is too good to exist. So damn good. Hello, Frank. Yes, this is retail. So I've been playing through the storylines and kind of exploring the quests and the zones again, a stroll down memory lane, and having a lot of fun doing it. So I did all of the classic zones, even though they're in their cataclysm state. I did all of the classic zones. And now I'm redoing Outland in sort of a semblance of order.
Of course, we use their own weapons against them. Gather your courage, Alexplorer. You will need it if you are to face an overseer. Once you are ready, find and kill the overseers at each camp. Take their keys and use them to turn the and fire the fell cannons upon the camps. Return to me once the camps are destroyed.
Oh, hello, Avon. No, Avon. Don't like you being in there. I think you like being in there because that's where the UPS is, and therefore it's warm. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way. If people are having fun, they're playing WoW the right way. I'm having fun, therefore I'm playing WoW the right way. Now, I've locked my XP at level 35, which I did back in session 2. And I haven't leveled up since Red Ridge. And I'm still able to do all of these raid bosses because this is where the level scaling stops. But, okay, so how do I activate the cannon now? I got the key. Unlock the fell cannon with the key. And that destroys that. Cool. So I'm not ragging on other people's way of playing, but I'm definitely have fun doing it this way. Let's see if I can get Avon out. But I'm definitely having fun doing this. I wish the level scaling had been such that there was this level point where everything wasn't a one shot like this, but it was still like not super hard for me to do everything. Like everything wasn't a huge grind. Like it went from I couldn't do. And it's possible I got the setup wrong or anything, but I'm doing this for the story rather than anything. But it would have been nice if it had been like everything, like the fights took like took 5 to 6 seconds rather than a one shot. So every fight took a little bit, but this is okay. As I said, I'm doing it for the story, so it doesn't matter too much.
Congratulations.
I'm thinking at some point, couple of years maybe, I might do this again as a Horde character to get the Horde side of the story. And if I do that, I might try and do it to see how everything goes and everything. I mean, it's possible it won't be possible in a couple of years. I don't know. But if that is the way I do it, then I might try and stop at like level 34 or something, where I didn't get that million scaling, or I didn't go from doing a few hundred damage to like multi-thousands of damage, which will mean I probably can't do the raids, which means this is where I want to be, because I want to be able to do like all of the content and show off all the content and everything. So I don't know. I mean, this is fine. I'm having fun. We are the victorious. The Legion's advances have been halted. I offer you a choice of rewards for your heroic deed. I can take the breastplate or the breastplate or the breastplate. I think I'll take the breastplate. I played about the same. I played from release all the way through to just before the Mage Tower was released in Legion. I stopped playing. So it was the raid in Suramar. So the raid in Suramar was the active raid when I stopped playing. I think I stopped playing. Our guild had just killed the final boss. And I think I'd killed it a couple of times and then I stopped playing. And the reason I stopped playing after being addicted for so long, and I never cancelled my account because I was addicted. So I'm trying to pace out what I'm doing here a little bit. I've not looked at the War Within. On my main character, I'm playing Battle for Azeroth, because Battle for Azeroth is the expansion I never saw. So I'm playing through the story of Battle for Azeroth. And after that, I go to, I think it's Shadowlands. And I'll do that at some point. But I have a lot to do in Battle for Azeroth. But what I'm... but the reason I stopped playing Legion, and a lot of people watching have probably already heard this, is my main was a Shadow Priest by the name of Bremick. And that character was raiding Heroic, so he had Heroic raiding gear. And I wanted to see the Horde side of the story, because I'd played Alliance the whole time. So what I did is, I think I'd created the character in Warlords of Draenor, which is where I first wanted to see. Warlords of Draenor was the expansion before that, I think. And I wanted to see the Horde side of the story there and see the Horde garrison and all of that sort of stuff. So I created a Horde character and played through that. And then in Legion at some point it was like, okay, I'm kind of done with this content, but I want to keep playing. Don't really want to play the mage. What I want to see is I want to see the Horde side. So I booted up my Horde Shadow Priest, which was called Exbrem, because he was an undead priest. So I've got Bremick, my living priest, and I've got Exbrem, because he is an Exbrem, which was my Horde priest. Actually, I'll hand that in later. I'll get to go hand in these ones. Actually, let's try and get the minion of Gurox done. And what I ended up doing is I had the two priests. They had exactly the same build. I was playing them on exactly the same computer. It was exactly the same player. Hi, me. I had exactly the same UI setup because I'd loaded my UI setup from Bremic into Xbrem. So it was effectively exactly the same character, except for two things. One was Bremic, except for three things, or really. One was Bremic was Alliance and Xbrem was Horde, because one was human and the other was Forsaken or Undead. One of them was in heroic gear. My main human Bremic was in heroic gear. Xbrem, the Horde one, was in looking for raid gear because... Oh dear. That's a problem. I need to use the item. Okay. Because I wasn't in a raiding guild on that one. I didn't want to do heroic raiding again. So... Okay, they need to be alive. Okay. That's how that works. Okay, that works.
It's not ready yet.
That's why I got that wrong. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, he's in much worse gear, like much worse. But it's the same player in exactly the same situation. The difference was race, the worse gear, and really that was it. The build was identical. So you would think that and the artifact, because everyone had artifact weapons in that. So the artifact was less powerful because I hadn't done the grind of artifact power as high. It was pretty good because they'd had all the catch-up mechanics and everything by this point, but my artifact was definitely not as powerful. And on Xbrem, because they also had legendary items that would just randomly drop, Bremic had spent the time to get all of the legendary items that were perfect for the build because he was my heroic raiding character. Wasn't interested in mythic. But Xbrem, it's like I'm just playing with whatever I've got because I don't care that much. It was just I want to have something. So Xbrem had significantly worse gear, but it was exactly the same player on exactly the same machine. So you would think Xbrem would do significantly less damage. Nope. Xbrem did 20% more damage than Bremic. And the only difference was faction and worse gear. At which point it was a case of, right, this is why many of the world first kills go to world first kills and everything in that expansion were going to Horde guilds. And it was same player, same computer, same everything. And I could not... And I was talking to people about it and it was like, this makes no sense to me. But it was absolutely true. And I would try and do the best I could on Bremic, and I could not make them do as much damage as I could on my Horde character playing the same skill. I just couldn't get it there, even though my gear was significantly better. And at that point, I just went, why would I ever play Alliance? And all of my friends were in an Alliance guild. And it's like, I just can't do this anymore. So I stopped playing. And I remember at the time, having played for, 15 years, more than 15 years at the time, and putting in, like, if you look at my main character, it's got over 600, I have a video where I actually checked my character, and I think it was like 400 days played, or might have been more than that. It was definitely well over 300 days played. And between the other characters, they'd all have, between the other characters, there'd be quite a lot as well. So significant amount of time played. There's, you know, a couple of years played on the account. And I just felt bad. Like, it just was a terrible feeling because it was, you know, I get the combat logs from the LFR raids from my Horde Shadow Priest and the combat logs from my, and I'd run LFR, like the same LFR groups that I would on, whether it was the solo DPS was similar, but I would get the, what is this? The Consortium needs you. My organization, the Consortium, is looking for a few resourceful individuals just like yourself. You'll be hard-pressed to find ethereals more honest, hard-working, or pleasant to be around than us. All we require is loyalty, dedication, and a reasonable amount of moral flexibility. If you're interested, speak to Geze and the ground operations leader. You'll find him at Eris Landing, north of Ashugan.
Congratulations.
And that has reminded me I need to summon my Soul Trader. I will have to go back that way at some point. So, but yeah, it was, but I would run the LFRs on my LFR geared, Horde one and do more damage than I would if I ran the LFR on my heroic geared Alliance Priest. And it was just like, it just felt ugly. I feel so stupid. Arachion's son, Corky, asked me what happened and I told him. Now he's gone missing again.
May your days
Amazing. How did you manage to carry all of that back by yourself? I have very big bags. I've still got over 100 empty slots.
What you need, friend?
It is doubtful that the orcs will understand or appreciate what you just did, but Nagrond is better off for the deed. Thank you, problem solver. Stopping the spread. The orcs will not... this is the Torch of Liquid Fire. The orcs will not understand what we are doing, but it must be done for the good of both orc and broken.
Go on, then.
This will set back any chance of peace with the orcs for another 10 years. It's been more than 10 years, but at least we will be around to see those years as opposed to what could have happened had those corpses been allowed to rot.
Roma, et corta.
That is still not going to be an upgrade. No, it's not.
Must not.
Excellent work. I am currently researching the Warmod tribe that the Boulderfist Lieutenant mentioned. Now the tasks you have performed must be tested. What?
Luck to you.
The Huntress's agent sent news of the Boulderfist leader. He is an orc. An ancient orc that passed through the dark portal in the time of our fathers and has since returned to his homeland. I wish for you to track down this orc and try to convince him to pull back the Boulderfist ogres. He resides on an upper platform in the Burning Blade ruins to the east. Good luck, Alexplorer. Be warned, he is a blade master. Memor the Breaker in Telar in Negrand has asked you to find and speak with Lantrestor the Blade in Burning Blade ruins.
You'll come back.
Yeah, I'm having a great time reliving these quests and everything. This has been fun, and even exploring on my main again, exploring Battle for Azeroth, which people said it was a terrible expansion, but I've been enjoying it. Because I'm doing the stories. I'm not worried about having to grind everything.
We survive.
Dern's murderous clip has been loosed. Nagland has a brighter tomorrow because of you, hero. Well done.
Peace for you. Roma, et corta.
It is nearly midnight, as you can see here. It's probably close to bedtime.
What? See you.
Thank you, Alexplorer.
Corky's been sent away to live among the Night Elves in Blade's Edge. Hopefully they'll be able to keep him out of trouble. About that reward.
So long. Go on then. Akal Hector.
Yes, I know of the totem, but there is much more to this story. Alas, Avon's being nuts. Alas, I lack the authority to reveal this information to you. Only the chosen may be privy to such knowledge.
Luck to you.
I feel pretty chosen. Okay. I think at midnight, even though I have 20 people watching and it's wonderful to have you all here, I think with this I'm going to call this a session. It's been just over 2 hours and I've had a lot of fun with it, but I am going to call this. So, yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. This has been so much fun. My plan for tomorrow, which is a public holiday, is to do a lot of gaming. I hope tomorrow to finish the No Man's Sky expedition, which should probably only take me maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We'll see how it goes, but that's the hope, maybe 2. I then want to play some more Cyberpunk. That is definitely on the cards for tomorrow. I'd like to play a little bit more WoW, whether it's on stream or not, I don't know, but I'm hoping to play more WoW. I'd like to do some more Alexplorer for sure. And there's a couple of other things that I'd like to investigate, including possibly finally returning to Plague's Tale. And I've got an entire weekend almost for doing gaming. So we'll see how it all goes. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been a lot of fun. It's been really nice to have you all here. I hope some of you join me. And I will remind you, if you are Blizzard fans, if you do have Diablo 4, now is the time to go and get your Twitch drops, because there is a new Twitch drop because the new Diablo 4 season has just started. So even if you're not planning on playing it, go and watch a Diablo stream for a couple of hours and get the new Twitch drop. I'm not streaming over there. I'm not playing this season of Diablo, but it is worth getting it, and I prefer you all to know about it so you don't miss out. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck finding the stories that make you happy. Bye everyone.